Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stephen with you again. Bama and GA Outdoors. Hope everybody doing well on this Monday, February I can't remember. I know I'm off today because it's President's Day. So I just want to say good morning, everybody. Today we're going to do a little cook. Actually a long cook. I'm cooking 3 or 4 different things, so I'll show y'all what I'm gonna do real quick. Maybe 1 or 2 things out here that I'm gonna cook that I didn't bring out here with me because they cook fast and it's no big deal. But this is what we got going on today. We're gonna do a brisket, some ribs, and some salmon. I have been itching to cook another brisket since the one I cooked for what was that? Thanksgiving? I think it was Thanksgiving, yeah. So I wanted to cook another brisket, so I'm gonna do that today. This is a Swift brand, Kroger, from Kroger. A lot of people say Swift does good meats and everything. This is a choice brisket, and I had to choke back on the amount of money I wanted to spend on a brisket. I wanted to go to Costco and get me a prime, but I looked at a prime up there the other day, and even their choice, and they were for around the same weight. It was the prime was like another $60 more, so I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And the choice was it was actually the one that I was looking at around the same weight. It was around about $20 more than this one. So I said, I went to Kroger this morning and saw what they had, and I decided just go ahead and get one of them. I'm gonna do the best I can with it and see how it turns out. It's only be my 3rd brisket, so like I say, I'm just hopefully getting better with them. My baby girl, she's supposed to come out here and help me. She told me to pick her up some brisket. Some ribs. She said, Daddy, I want some ribs. I said, who gonna cook them? She said, I smoke them. I said, okay. So I'm gonna do a couple racks of ribs because she wanted some ribs. And of course, this is for my wife, the salmon. You know, she got that issue I told y'all about. So she can't really eat a whole lot of hard to digest meat. But out here got my coals in the little chimneys. They're getting fired up and everything, so I can get my smoker going. We're gonna cook everything today on this old Angus. I'm gonna put the brisket in the main, and I'm gonna throw the ribs up there in the vertical, and we just gonna go from there. But I just thought I'd bring y'all along today a couple times here and there. Probably won't show y'all a whole lot during this. I'm not gonna show y'all the trim. Most of y'all out there that's cook the brisket, you know, y'all know how to trim one, and y'all don't need nobody showing y'all what to do, and y'all know how to prep all of this stuff. I'm just getting a lot of practice in for something that I might try down the road. So that's what this is for me. And I just been itching to find my smoker back up. So that's what we're gonna do today. But I'll check back in with y'all when I get ready to put them on. All right, I need y'all to be honest with me. Have any of y'all ever did this before? Have any of y'all ever accidentally cut too much of your fat cap off of your brisket? Like, when I say took too much of your fat cap off, I mean took too much of your fat cap off. I got distracted on something and wasn't staying focused. Lord help me. We still gonna make it turn out good, y'all. Also, not to mention, this is a skinny brisket. All the briskets they had were skinny except one. And the one that was actually, it was a huge brisket. It was a 25 pound plus brisket, and it was like $150 something for a choice brisket at Kroger, so I didn't get that one. But since I did that mess up, I probably should have got it. But it's all right. We're going to get it going here. It's going to be looking a lot better here once it get cooked. This thing actually got quite a bit of intramuscular fat. So I'm just hoping that, you know, it comes out juicy up there on that point end anyway. I'm gonna let it sweat out for a little bit. About to get my baby girl down here so she can do her ribs. Well, I might not let her because she ended up coughing and sniffling last night. So I think I'll probably just do them myself. Went ahead, got the fire going in the smoker. So that's coming up right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out, and I'll show y'all when I get on the grid, on the smoker. I just want to know about the mistakes, if anybody ever did that. So I got the babies running around out here around this smoker with me, my little nephew Miles, and of course my baby girl, she over there. I just put everything on. It's 10 o'clock, hitting right now, right on top of 250. I just put the brisket in there. And I got my little flap meat from my ribs. I like that. And I got the ribs inside the vertical. So it's 10 o'clock. I probably won't show y'all like the stages, because you know, my phone is my main recording device. But not expecting a lot of calls today, but I probably just break this down. The ribs, I'm probably gonna do a real slow and low cook on them, because that vertical chamber, like I've told y'all in the past, it doesn't recover very quickly. So with the ribs, they're gonna probably be ready around dinner time. I'm gonna put the salmon in there with the ribs probably when they got about 30 minutes left to go or whatever, because that salmon won't take long. But I'm gonna let that ride in there with that later on. Right now my smoke is smoking a little dirty. I just put a couple more splits on there just to maintain the temperature where I want it. But I don't know about y'all, but I like to run my smoke a little dirty in the beginning. I like a smoky flavor, not light, not overly smoky to where it's bitter, but I like a good smoke, a really good smoke. And with the rub I used today, I used the SPOG that I like, the salt, pepper, onion, garlic, on everything, my ribs and my brisket. Yes, buddy. Yeah, the bird feeder, I hadn't put any bird feed in it. Might do it in a little while. But that's what I got going on, y'all. Got that rub on them. For the fish, I'll probably put a lemon pepper rub on it. The salmon. And I was gonna do some sausage, but I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I was even thinking about going to get some beef shanks, but I'm not gonna do that since I got the brisket. I am gonna use those trimmings from the brisket, and I just may use it to do some burgers, because I still got some slabs of venison. I'm sorry. I still have plenty of venison in the freezer, so I think I may make brisket venison burgers and see how those turn out. Probably not today, but a later date. But that's what's going on right now. We got the old country rolling, and we're gonna see what happens. My smoke is starting to clear up a little bit, but it's still dirty. I don't mind putting my stuff in on a dirty smoke. Some people would have a problem putting their food in on a dirty smoke like this, but I don't. I've learned a lot on this smoker, and as long as it's been burning, coming up the temp already, it will eventually, and probably in the next less than 10 minutes, it'll probably clear up over there, because it's starting to already. I'm running my dampers about that much open on the firebox, and I'm running wide open on the stack. It seems to work a little better on this smoker like that. And even on my little, I've been running it like that little reverse flow that I made, and it's giving me a little bit better results. Like I say, I used to run them different. I started off with this one like this to see if it would make a difference. It's a lot easier to control. But anyway, this video is almost at 10 minutes. That's what I got going on today, and I may or may not break this video up. It all depends. I may add another segment to this one, and I may just come back on the ribs a little later and show something on them. But for right now, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and I got some farm chores I gotta get done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my tractor crunk up and get to doing the stuff I need to do around here. I gotta go on, and I don't know how many of y'all do planter boxes, but I gotta go ahead and take care of these mustards. They don't run their course. So I gotta go ahead and get this planter box taken care of. I still got plenty of collards over there growing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna pick me a mess of them and have with dinner tonight. And then after I pick what I want out of them, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut that down. I got my other planter box over here, a couple of them that I gotta get started on. This my little girl's. That's her little tomato box. I built that for her last year, and she had 3 cherry tomato plants in there. We couldn't keep them picked fast enough. And this one is the one I had my turnips in, and it put out a bunch of turnips. But I'm getting ready to get my dirt ready, get out here on my field, and thinking about getting this ready for corn again this year. I don't know. I usually plant out here too, and then where it falls down to that low spot, that's usually my watermelon patch. So I may just break that ground up too and get it all ready to go. Get my horse manure put in and work it, and my chicken manure, and just get ready to go. But all right, I will see y'all later. All right, y'all, it's been a long day. I don't know what time it is because I don't really care, but I know it's about close to 9:30, 10 o'clock. Brisket is getting ready to get pulled off. The ribs, half a rack, well, one of the racks got ate up and the salmon got ate up. I kept some of the ribs down here with me because I was eating off of them. So I'll show y'all what they look like. But we finna look at this brisket right now. I'm trying to do the Goldie's method. So I'm gonna take it off. We're gonna check the internal. I'm gonna take it off and wrap it in some foil and put it in the oven tonight. I'm gonna try to hold it around 155, 160, somewhere around in there, so we can have it tomorrow. I really like to get up in the morning and have me some eggs over the top of my brisket with the yolk walking out of the egg across the brisket. That's gonna be good, if you know what I mean. But anyway, we're gonna take a look at it and see what we at right now. If I can get my, gee whiz. Here we go. I boosted the temp up pretty good. I don't know if y'all can see that. Maybe you can. Right now, I'm pushing right there about 315. So, just trying to finish it. That's what it's looking like. Little skinny, ugly brisket. But it's beautiful and dark. I love that. That bark is just, it is so dark. It is soft. Very soft. All right, so let me get the temping. I actually want to check something too. I got an analog thermometer that I want to check it with also. Let's see, here it is. I want to check it with this analog thermometer too to see where it come to. This analog thermometer right now, I got it about 215, the little setting. So I'm gonna go in right here in the flat. Man, that flat feel better than the one I did at Christmas or Thanksgiving. Right now, it's still rising. Right now, it touched 200. I wish it would come into focus. I'm gonna just compare it to that digital one. There we go. That's actually hitting about 205. That's pretty good on that flat. Let's see what this point do. And this is with the analog one. Ooh, they go in like butter. Good Lord. Let's see what it say on this point. Man, that's hitting right there, 203, 205 also. Okay. So that's where it's at on the analog. That's pretty good. All right. Now let's not mess up our analog. Let's go in with the digital now. All right. Let's go in this point. I mean the flat, I'm sorry, and see what this digital say. We had around almost 205 with that analog. Right now, boy, that thing just caught up down. That sucker start sounding like doggone torch. We hitting right around 200. So that ain't bad. 200, 205, that's not a bad discrepancy. Let's see up here on this point. Let's see what the point say. Because we was hitting about the same thing on the point too. But we're going to see what we get. That's saying 195. Let's go to a different area. Man, this thing feels so good. Okay, now I'm really in the point. Okay, that's hitting around 202 just like the flat did. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull this. And I'm going to wrap it in the foil with a little bit of tallow down there on it. And we're going to try this Goldie's method out. I can't wait to cut this thing tomorrow, y'all. This thing is, whew, if it wasn't trimmed so bad, man, I tell you what, this thing is beautifully dark. Ooh, good Lord. Let's see. I know y'all can't see it good because the lighting in the barn. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Yes, yes, yes. Boy, I can't wait to cut this and see what this gonna taste like, that bark. I'm still laughing about my trim job and how skinny this thing is. Most people that ever meet me, they say for a short dude, I got big hands. We're gonna see if my hand will go all the way across it. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt, I got fingers hanging off at the mid joint. So, and not a very wide brisket. I had my hand measured one time and it was right around almost 11 inches from the wrist where it connects to the finger point. So that joker right there that brisket probably hitting around 10 and a half. No, probably about 9 inches across. That's a skinny brisket. Oh man, I'm mashing juice out coming out of, you see that wet spot right there? That's a wet spot where I just had my hand right there. My little dog running around here going crazy. Something might grab his little butt up. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this, y'all, and I'll let y'all see what this mug look like in the morning. Because I plan on cutting me a piece and having some eggs over the top of that for breakfast. All right. Y'all have a blessed evening. Later. Well, this is all the ribs that I got left. A rack and a half of them done disappeared while I've been down there with that brisket. I put the brisket in the oven already. And I got the oven set to 150, and we're just gonna see what happened with it. These things was trying to pull apart. The bones just pull out of them. So I'm just gonna pull them apart. Pretty juicy looking. Inside, let me eat a bite. That's good. That onion, man. That onion and that garlic together. That's something else. That's good. That's some good backyard barbecue. That reminds me of the barbecue we used to have when I was a kid. I'm gonna have to get me another piece of this. It's just falling apart. I ain't even gotta cut it. The meat just pull right out of there. It just pull right out of there. That's hot too. That's real hot. Alright, y'all. I don't like talk my mouth full. So y'all have a blessed evening. Later. Good morning, everybody. Steven with you again on Bama GA Outdoors. Well, it's time this morning to slice this brisket. We're gonna see what we got over here. I just took it out of the oven and it's pretty warm still. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice that. Like I said, I want me a slice or two of that with my breakfast this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So we're gonna walk over here and we're gonna slice this thing and see what's going on with it. Let me turn my light on. Alright, so we're gonna get the slicing on this baby and see how it turned out. Alright, I just pulled it out of the oven. Feels very warm. That's a good thing. Ooh-wee. Okay. So, I think, hold on. I got a lot of juice in there. Tallow or whatever. But this thing, man, I love the color on it. But this is one ugly little brisket. I tell you what. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh boy. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right. That is a lot of tallow in there. I know this couldn't have all continued to render out of this last night. There is no way. I did not put this much in there. Cause I barely I didn't render down a whole lot of tallow. But I think that's enough on it. Jiggle it. Ooh, that's soft. Alright. So here's the moment of truth. Let's turn it around this way. Here's the moment of truth. Let's go in about. Let's go in about right here. Oh my. I like the way that felt. Ooh, juicy. All right, here's the point. What it's looking like. Well, that fat cap is rendered down there. I mean, what little bit I had left on there, it rendered down. That's nice. That's my point. And over here on this flat, man, that's just as juicy. Woo, woo, woo. The last time I did the one on Thanksgiving, I'm gonna slide the point over this way a little bit. The flat was really, really tough. It felt hard and tough. This one does not feel like that. So let's get a couple slices off this point and see where it goes. Yeah, it definitely does not feel like the first one. Not near as bad as that first one did. I think I'm cutting my slices too thick. Let's cut back on this slice thickness. I'm gonna cut a few more, and then we're gonna take one that's kind of like a middle slice. All right, I think that's good enough. I'm just gonna kind of stack them back up in here. All right. This is the flat. And that's pretty moist. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's pretty moist. Okay. Here's a piece cut from that. It's pretty floppy. Pretty little smoke ring around there. I used different kind of woods yesterday. So, alright, pretty floppy. Definitely gonna hold up on its own weight. Let's see how it pulls. A little tougher than I thought it would be. But compared, yeah, a little tougher than I thought it would be on that flat. But compared to the one that I cooked for Thanksgiving, the flat on this one is more tender. Let's give it a bite. Thank you, Lord. That's good. That's good, y'all. All right. Well, now let's slice into this point. And see how it does. I think I'm gonna come from this side because the other side is less appealing. I tell you what. Boy, that's a chunk. There's a lot of fat in there that rendered. I can't wait to eat some of this point. Here's the point. Let's go for, oh yeah, you know the point always pulled like that. Let's try it out. Oop, some bark fell off. Gotta put that back on. Yes, sir. Man, that tastes mighty good. Mighty good. I have to stop eating before I get too full to eat breakfast. Don't want to talk with my mouth full. But that's it, y'all. That's my third brisket. And in ways, it's better than the last one. but in some ways, it's on about the same level as my last one. The flat, definitely more tender than the last one. I don't have any hard, dried out ends. The point, tender, juicy, flavorful, and that bark, man, that bark. Boy, it's so smoky. It is so smoky. But anyway, y'all, there it is. I'm gonna go on and get breakfast cooked because we slept in a little bit, and we're gonna have brisket, eggs, and whatever else. May have just breakfast tacos. But y'all have a blessed day. Peace.